saint and agreed to a date with him. Jack took Mary to an underground Gavin, where she saw a buried ship as Jack fitted. Lou described the scene. Mary, who had a fondness for archaeology, was delighted on the way back. Jack, eager to secure another date, made a bet with Mary using humor to try and make her laugh. He wagered that if his joke successfully made her laugh, she would agree to have dinner with him. Unable to resist the humorous and expectant man in front of her, Mary couldn't help but laugh. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the lady has been conquered. The following evening, Jack cooked a delicious dinner for Mary, and they enjoyed a pleasant conversation under Jack's affectionate advances. Mary quickly found herself fine for him. In the following days, Mary and Jack went on various stees, and Mary agreed to meet Jack's parents. However, Mary never expected that Jack's father would turn out to be the old music man. Sorry, it's just, you look exactly like this old friend of mine. Line B. That's my mother, who was unaware that the girlfriend his son brought home was his long-lost first love that night. Mary found it difficult to fall asleep, and the old man also struggled to find rest. Quietly sipping his drink, memories from the past begin to resurface in his mind. 40 years ago, the man had a chance encounter with Mary when her car broke down on the road. Without hesitation, he successfully started Mary's car, and their path crossed. Due to this faithful moment, the man saw Mary as the love of his life and was ready to propose to her with an engagement ring. However, Mary inexplicably disappeared just as he was preparing to propose. She had caught sight of the ring in his hand and knew that their relationship was doomed. Due to her eternal youth, little did she expect that 40 years later she would find herself in a romantic relationship with a man's son. The next morning, the old man noticed a ladybug on Mary's head and gently flicked it away. However, his expression suddenly changed when he saw a scar on Mary's hand. It was a moment of realization for the old man. He hurriedly rushed to the warehouse, memories of the past flooding his mind. In the warehouse, the old man found a box and uncovered several dusty photographs. He became increasingly certain that the present-day Mary was his long-lost love. Bella, he vividly remembered the accidental cut on Bella's left hand, which he had stitched up himself. Determined, the old man set out to find Mary. I know who you are. Adine, the scar? The same scar? I stared at myself under the old man's persistent questioning. Mary revealed the truth and apologized for abruptly leaving all those years ago. The old man was shocked but also displayed understanding towards Mary's actions. However, he pleaded with her not to run away this time and subject his son to the same pain. But Mary, her true identity exposed, was in turmoil and panic, quickly packing her belongings. Mary left a note for check before HLI departing. Please don't do this. Adeline, don't think about Ellis. Please, Adeline, please. It didn't take long for Jack to discover the note left by Mary. He lewdly demanded answers from his father, wanting to know what he had said to Mary. The old man, unsure of how to reveal the truth to his son, listen to me. Do you love her? Yes. How? Do you know? Because nothing makes sense. Wood smiled gently and handed him a key. Meanwhile, as Mary traveled down the road, she found herself reflecting on her long and tumultuous life. She had spent her years in constant evasion, fearing being captured and used for scientific experiments. In doing so, she missed out on countless people who loved her, and even had to part ways with her own daughter. Contemplating the years of hiding and the sweet moments she had shared with Jack, Mary's heart was torn. Finally, she made the decision to stop running and park her car. Just as Mary was about to turn her car around to search for Jack, he arrived to find Mary unconscious. Fortunately, medical personnel arrived promptly and used high-voltage defibrillation to revive her. Mary regained her heartbeat, and upon waking up again, she looked at Jack, mustering up the courage to reveal all her secrets. Soon after, Mary's daughter arrived. Upon hearing the news, "I'm music, Grandma." At that moment, Mary's daughter burst into tears of joyous laughter. She was genuinely happy for her mother, because she could finally be open about her true self and be with the person she loved for the rest of her life. A few days later, when Mary looked at herself in the mirror again, she noticed a single white hair had grown. It was at the moment that she realized she had returned to a normal physical state. Do you want to see part 2 of this video? Subscribe to the channel and comment part 2. Thanks for watching. I would see you at part 2.